Yo, what is up, everybody? It's Villain here, and welcome to episode 2 of the Hardcore Minecraft series. In this video, we are going to be flattening out a little bit more of the land, as well as getting ready to start mining out the area of the house I would like to have. If you guys enjoy the video, do not hesitate to drop a like, and it would also help me out if you would drop a sub. It's completely free, and you can always change your mind. Let's get into it. Alright, here we are. If you remember last video, we started making the house entrance, and we prettied it up with the little doors. Now is the episode when we start actually digging the house out a little bit, so I have like a decent base of operations. So we'll make a couple pickaxes here. And we're gonna go on down till about 70. And this is where we will start digging our house. Is it gonna be a house? I think it might be a base of operations. I think that makes much more sense rather than a house. Need a crafting table down here. So we're gonna place in the wall. And line these two blocks here. And there we go. So I got the main pathway completed for the house. We're just going to extend it by another 5 blocks. Pretty much until I can't mine anymore. And we're going to do the same, extending from each end. I'll put a torch there to signify the end. We stumbled upon some coal. Would you look at that? That means more fuel. It is currently nighttime, so I'm gonna grab my bed and set it indoors, so I don't have to worry about the denizens of the night. It is now day 3 in game. One and done. So we're just gonna continue digging this house out a little bit. I sure hope you guys are enjoying my content. I try to do my best to work very hard to provide content for this channel and for you guys to be able to watch on days off, when you have moments of break time, or you're just looking for your next video to watch on YouTube. I may not be that great, but I certainly am gonna try. And when you like the video, or comment, or drop a sub, it helps me know that I am doing a great job. Or at least a good job to you. And that's what matters most, is you guys, the people. I'm gonna place this here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, I'm gonna make a furnace, place that there. You can see some of my cocoa beans have grown. So you can tell by the big ones here that they'll give you the most seeds slash cocoa beans. And that one's got one on all 4 sides. And now I've got a cocoa bean farm. So we can use that to start making cookies later on, once I get a wheat farm situated. I'm going to take half of this, and we're going to slap logs in there, so that will continuously burn to make charcoal, which I then can use to turn that charcoal into the fuel source that will be used to make more charcoal. And since I'm living in a jungle, as you can see here, there's wood to go around for a while. And my goal, as I said in last video, was to turn this area kind of into an oasis. Like when you're traveling through the desert and you see a bunch of palm trees surrounding a miniature pond slash lake, referencing that is the oasis hitting in the sand. We're going to continue digging this out. So we're about almost done. It's just the main floor. Not too shabby if I say so myself. We got about 14 blocks left to break before this pickaxe is done. May not finish. Well, we found some iron, so that'll definitely be helpful. We can turn that iron into either a bucket to be able to make another portal if I can find a lava pool, or a pickaxe that'll be able to help me possibly mine diamonds and other ores like redstone and emerald. Could not think of the other ore for a minute there. Let's make another couple pickaxes here. There are footsteps up above. I wonder who those may be. So each stone pickaxe has a durability of 131. That's actually interesting. I never knew that. We should be nearing the very end of the digging process. One more layer and we will be done with the digging process, at least. We've still got a little more to go before I can officially call this base a home. Now the light can seep through. We're gonna place a torch on just about every corner. Little known trick, if you do not have a shovel and you're digging an area just like I was, and you don't want to waste any durability on your other tools, well, it's a good thing I didn't go much further. But you can use any other item in your inventory and it will be able to break it quite easily. I need to get some food in my system. I'm running low on hunger. Ah, the good old melon slices. Can never get past melons. We're then going to continue by digging the floor out by a couple more blocks. And that way I'm not running and sprinting like a chicken with its head cut off. I'm gonna snag this coal here as well before it gets too late. And I forget about it until I look at it again. Just gonna block that up real quick. And back to digging. Digging or mining? So I'm not digging in the sense of like using a shovel. but at the same time, it feels like digging is the right reference. Let me know down in the comments, do you guys call, like, digging the stone as mining stone, and then shoveling dirt as digging? Or do you consider both as, like, digging a hole in the ground in general? Interesting fact. Beds float. Almost done with the floor here. And I've got 2 extra stairs to place them down. Gosh darn, my tool broke again. Let's make a couple more. Let's actually make 3 more. There we go. We have to place a torch in the corner. Now this base ain't gonna look symmetrical, but that's because I'm going about 10 blocks one way, and then there's 1 block in between, so it's actually 11, while the one from the stairs straight down is only 10. Actually gonna make a couple more stairs. Kind of really set the base up a little. We'll start placing the bed in the corner. Now we have a base of operations that we can begin to start turning into a much better and improved base. Starting with a furnace. And a smoker to cook all the food that I can need twice as fast as a regular furnace. Because if everybody does, for the people who don't know, a smoker will smelt your food, only food items, faster than a furnace. And with a blast furnace that only houses ores, will do the same thing as a smoker, but for ores. And the furnace can just turn regular stone or cobblestone into stone, and then stone, if you put it back in the furnace, into smooth stone. Which, in my opinion, are some of the most beautiful building blocks in all of Minecraft. Go here and don't need anything, actually. Don't know what I was thinking. make half a stack of sticks. And make a bunch of axes to help clear out all of these trees here. And with the trusty tree vein miner, should come with ease. Will cost the durability of my tools, but that's a-okay. The bigger the tree, the longer it takes. So once we get a pretty decent big area, we should be fine to leave the rest of the trees. These trees are not my favorite, the ones that are practically embedded into the ground. So it just makes them that much harder to remove. We should be getting closer to having a decent start. Cannot select my tool for a minute there. Let's clear a couple from this side here. I'm always removing the saplings after, because I don't really want these trees to regrow. Not at the current point in time. That hurt. Gonna get some meat here if I don't miss my sword swing. And then we're also going to use some of this dirt. A little bit from before. A little lawn a little. Get some seeds that I don't really care for. Grab some more of my dirt here. I'm going to attempt to patch up this hole as much as I can. And grab a little more. I should need 4 more dirt. I'm going to go off in the distance just a little bit. I'm going to find some dirt to mine. This seems like a decent spot to mine for dirt. Sure does get a little difficult coming back from time to time. A lot of jumping, a lot of walls. A lot of nothingness, really. But with that bamboo that I just cut down, we're going to start growing it. Place some of the other items in here that I do not need. We're going to grab all of this cobblestone and place it inside this chest. And with this amount of wood here, we're going to turn all that into planks. And we're going to make as many chests as we can. So 8 chests. I'm going to go back into our base. I'm going to start placing all these chests down. So this one's going to be all of my wood. This one's going to be all of my ores. And this one's going to be all of my food. The last one's going to be miscellaneous, so like sticks, saplings, any sort of idea like that. I'm going to come up here and grab this chest. That bird scared the crap out of me. You may not have seen it, but I'm not kidding you, my heart dropped when I thought I heard the sound of what I thought was going to be a creeper, but in actuality it is the bird. This one's gonna be for all the cobblestone, and this one's gonna be for all the other world blocks, so like the stone, the andesite, granite, gravel, all the blocks like that. Well, this one's gonna be for all my stones. Back to my food. You know what, let's see if I have any leather. I do. Well, that is amazing, actually. Because now I can be able to do that. And make 4 item frames. Realized I needed 8 sticks. So now I can make item frames. So now I'm able to organize most of my chests. That's for all the wood. I'm not gonna use my only iron on it. That's for ores. This one's for food. So I'm gonna mark that there. This one's gonna be miscellaneous. Actually, you know what? Let's make that one a tool chest. So all of my extra tools will go in there. Then we'll have a cobblestone chest. And I'll put this one as miscellaneous / world blocks. So now we have a simple storage system. So not only do we now have a well lit up base, I say well lit base, but we are now collecting the materials to kind of spruce it up a little bit. And we started getting our items sorted into chests. And 60 stone. I know, I left my doors open. In fact, I don't need this out here anymore. Or this one. Should be able to grab most of this here. let's sleep real quick, actually. And we're gonna sort. I'm gonna put the arrows in with the tool chest, since I will primarily be also putting like bows in there, and it's kind of my way of knowing that I have essentially ammunition. And the food, I'm also gonna put the bone meal for all of the wheat seeds. Actually, I'm going to put that in a growables chest that I'm gonna be making here later on, possibly next episode. When we spruce things up a little bit more. All of my wood projects. And miscellaneous items here. And now that's the 64. I'm gonna go up and grab the rest of the items. Which is just simply wood. And with that, we are now no longer living outside. We are living indoors, where it can be safe. Well, that's going to do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed the video, please drop a like. It helps me know that I did a great job on today's video. But, have a great day.